beautifuls, this is Aromie here, and welcome to Cinderella Phenomenon. So I know a lot of you have been telling me the game was already fully released. I wasn't gonna play this game because honestly I had so much going on, and I really don't remember much about this game. But I decided since a lot of you have demanded for it, and I am somewhat free on recording what game, I kind of pushed this game forward, backing up the other games I have planned ready, so I hope you guys do not mind, but I hope you guys are also excited for that future content. But we are going to start playing Cinderella Phenomenon, and I heard there were a lot of good reviews on this game. I faintly remember what it was like in the demo. I don't really remember all of it though, so we're gonna just have to deal and play this all over again. We recommend viewing this tutorial if this is your first time playing a Wimpy visual novel. No, I am good. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were two crystals. One was the crystallum lucis, protected by the ruler of the fairies. The other was the crystallum tenebrarium. You guys know I can't read, which was watched over by the high leader of the witches. The lucis was sustained by love, happiness, and joy. The tenebrarium by fear and anger and hatred. The fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom. They regulated the powers of the crystals in order to maintain balance between darkness and light. For there can be no joy without sadness, no courage without fear. The kingdom was at peace for a long time. Then one day, a traveling bard decided to write stories, tales of the magic and wonders of the kingdom. He named these stories fairy tales. In fairy tales, the light always emerged victorious, and true love was the usual reward. The fairy tales spread further than could have been predicted. The humans of the kingdom began to believe that fairy tales were true, and that the magic of the witches was inherently wicked and cruel. The witches became hated and feared. Eventually, they were hunted like animals, the witch hunt. The high leader of the witches, in all of her anger, created the fairy tale curse. You think we are wicked? So be it. Just as you have taken our happily ever afters, we shall take yours. The witches used the fairy curse to attack humans indiscriminately, ultimately throwing the kingdom into chaos and darkness. The ruler of the fairies, the Lucis barrier, sought to regain peace, but the witches were blinded by their hatred for humans, who were responsible for the witch genocide. A terrible war of the Great War began. Eventually, the tenebrarium barrier, the high leader of the witches, was finally defeated. The tenebrarium was lost, peace was restored, and the light once again triumphed. But the darkness can never fully disappear. It waits in the shadows, patient for when its time will inevitably return. Contract. Well, I'm not Lucette, sorry. My name is Michiko. Orlok, the princess. You guys know I love the word princess. My name is Michiko Riella Britton, daughter of King Gennaro Britton III. I am the crown princess of the kingdom of Angeli. At least that was who I used to be, but that was before yesterday when I became a victim of the infamous fairy tale curse. Oh, right. Everyone has forgotten my birthright. Now I am nothing more than a lowly peasant. I feel like I am stuck in a nightmare, but no, this is my reality now. I still have no idea what I must do to break the curse. I close my eyes and remember that day. It had started out like any other day. Have you heard? Another person was cursed. I am on my way to the dining hall for breakfast when I stop and listen to the sound of hushed voices. There are two maids standing next to each other with brooms in hand. These two are slacking off again. That's terrible! What fairy tale curse was it? They said it was Pinocchio. Pinocchio, the fairy tale with the lying boy whose nose grows longer. That's awful. You know, more and more people have been getting cursed lately. You think those wicked witches are up to something again? I thought the fairy tale curses would stop after you know who was defeated. You two were hired to work, not talk. But we're sorry, Your Highness. As can only be expected from the likes of them. Another fairy tale curse. The fairy tale curse started spreading even before the Great War began. I do not have much interest in its effects even now. After all, most humans probably deserve to get cursed. The victims are weak. Angeli would be better off without the dead weight. If it were up to Mother, the curse would have been banished from Angeli the instant they fell prey to it. But Mother is not here anymore, as she will not come back. Ever. Princess, the king and queen are waiting in the dining hall. I am on my way. The king, Ophelia, and Rod are all present in the dining hall. Someone is conspicuously missing, but I ignore their absence. Good morning, Michiko. I forgot how my father looked. Good morning, Your Majesty. Good morning, Michiko. And my stepmother. Michiko. Ophelia. Ophelia Woodensov. Every day I wonder why my father, the king, married a lowly baker. She could never be a true queen, but for she pales in comparison to mother. I take my seat next to the king, then look up at the person sitting opposite me. Yes, this boy here. I remember him clearly. Because I fell in love with him instantly, I think. Did I? I don't remember. I usually don't watch my old crap. Rod Benedict Woodensov, my stepbrother, is bored and quiet as usual. He is 2 years my junior and is the younger of Ophelia's children. He is mute and uses a plush bunny to voice his thoughts. It was apparently given to him by a fairy. He minds his own business and is easy to deal with. But his older sister... My eyes go to the empty seat beside him. She is probably the most infuriating person I have ever had the displeasure of knowing. I feel like I had to sound so snobbish. I'm so sorry I'm late. I was reading and forgot the time. And here she is. Good morning, dear my father, mother. Good morning, Rod. And good morning to you too, Michiko. It's a beautiful morning, isn't it? Emmy, I'm gonna call her Emmy, okay? Emmy Woodensov, Rod's elder sister and my stepsister. She acts as if we are blood, as if she too were born a princess, as if she could be crowned princess, perhaps steal my place. I'll never let that happen. Now that everyone is here, let us begin. Butlers glide inside with silver trays of carefully serviced breakfast. So, Emmy, you were reading the fairy tale books that the king brought you. Oh yes, there are so many and they're all so wonderful. Thank you so much, Father. I'm happy that you like them. I love them. It's so strange that the library didn't have any of them to begin with. That is because Mother hated them. She had all the books burned. But why? They are such charming stories. Fairy tales mislead humans into believing they can have things they do not deserve. Fame, riches, love, happily ever afters. And when their wishes do not come to fruition exactly as they want them to, the humans blame the witches for granting them in the first place. What are you implying about the witches, Michiko? The atmosphere shifts, the air in the room growing heavy. I continue to eat. Perhaps witches are not responsible for the evil in this world. Perhaps humans are the cause of their own downfall. Have you any idea what you are talking about, child? Witches have caused nothing but pain and suffering to this kingdom. Even now, they still spread the fairy tale curse to our innocent subjects. The truth is, I know very little about the time the witches had free reign over Angeli. I was very young then, and Mother forbade me to leave the palace, sometimes even my room. I know nothing of the people's supposed pain and suffering. Mother kept me away from everyone, so I cannot bring myself to care. How do you know the cursed are innocent? Our people have been toiling day and night to rebuild Angeli after the Great War. Our people are the kingdom's foundation, and I am endlessly grateful for their determination and resolve. Every day I wonder what your mother taught you about. Leave Mother out of this. Dear, please. Michiko, darling, your father didn't mean to... I am not one of your children, Ophelia. I do not need your sympathy. Michiko, you will show your mother respect. She is not my mother. I set down my fork and knife and stand up. I'm done. Excuse me. My father and I have never gotten on, but our relationship has significantly worsened since he married the baker. My father, the king, has been 17 years and I have never felt any love from him. He treats Emmy and Rod, who only entered our life 1 year ago, like his own children, better than he has ever treated me. This has been my life ever since Mother passed away 4 years ago. Mother was the only one that was there for me when no one else was. If it wasn't for that accident during the Great War, she would still be here. Why the sour face so early in the morning, princess? Oh, this cutie here. Everyone's freaking cute in this game. Kinda hard to pick one. Let me guess, it's the king, the queen, or Princess Emmy? Or is it all of them? I ignore his question. Fritz, what are you doing here so early? I'm running some errands for my father. Fitzgerald, Rod? Aiden or Aiden? Leverton, son of the highest knight of the Order of Caldera. His father, Sir Alcaster, has served the royal family for many years. Sir Alcaster is one of the king's most trusted advisors. 3 years ago, Fritz was assigned the honor of becoming my personal knight. His presence is the only company I can tolerate nowadays. You should wait in the throne room then. Thank you. He's kind of cute. Princess? Yes? You know I haven't seen you smile once I met you. Why is that of any importance? Still, I hope to see you smile one day, Princess. Oh, he's so cute. Well, I won't take up more of your time. I'll see you at 10. 10? Don't tell me you've forgotten. Forgotten what? Going to town today, remember? A deflate as the realization dawns upon me. It has been 2 days since the king issued the order. What order? Michiko, I would like you to accompany Emmy on one of her town outings. Surely you could send maids with her instead. I would not have requested you to accompany her if I was going to send her with her maids. I want you to make an effort to get along with your sister. Step-sister. She is your sister, and you would treat her and Rod as if they were of your blood. 2 days from now, you're going to accompany Emmy outside. It has been 4 years since you last left the palace. Ever since then, you have locked yourself away. You barely leave your room. Angeli was in the grip of war back then, but now the kingdom is safe and back to its former glory. I want you to see how beautiful Angeli really is. Chico, a princess must know her kingdom. Go with Emmy, and she will show you the town that you only ever see through your windows. Is that an order? If it needs to be. Are we clear? Chico. Understood. The last time I left the palace was 4 years ago, when the king took me with him to check on the people after the Great War had ended. I shake my head, removing myself from the memory. I'm safe here. Princess, are you alright? It won't be that bad. The townsfolk are good people. How can you be so sure? Times have changed. People change. That is precisely the problem. Mother never changed. Mother loved me until the end. Sometimes change is for the better, Princess. I think you'll see that today. If you'll excuse me, I shall see you later. Okay, bye, Fritz. Oh, right. This game with the dolls. Dolls scares me. Delora, do you think witches are capable of bringing back the dead? I wish you could talk to me, you and the others. My dolls are my only friends. They're the only ones I can trust. Unlike humans, they will never betray me. They will never hurt me. They will always be there for me. The moment I saw Delora, I knew she was special. She was different, so elegant and realistic. It was almost as if she was breathing. She was a gift from the king on my 17th birthday. I only started receiving dolls from him when my mother passed away. Mother does not believe in birthday celebrations, but every year at midnight a letter would appear under my door. It would contain instructions leading me through the palace on an adventure to a room full of gifts, cakes, and sweets, a child's dream. I've been fascinated by the dolls, which had always held a little greeting card. A card with the words "I love you" on it, signed by M. The card would tell me to keep those celebrations a special secret, but I didn't need to be told that. Mother always found a way to show me she still cared, in her own way. The secret celebrations had stopped as soon as she had disappeared. Yes? Excuse me, Your Highness, the king has requested your presence. It's better not be another lecture. Tell him I am on my way. I'll see you later, Delora. Oh. Well, hello. Who are you? Good morning, Your Highness. Sir Mithras? Sir Mithras, the royal advisor. Father trusts him a great deal, just like he does Sir Alcaster. Every day you look more and more like your mother. I sometimes find Sir Mithras talking to Mother's portrait when he thinks no one is looking. He must have admired her a lot, but I cannot bring myself to think highly of him. There is something about him that puts me on edge. Are you on your way to see the king? I shall not keep you then. Until our next meeting, dear princess. Your Majesty? Michiko, are you ready? It's 10 already? Hello? You enjoy this, Michiko. I've heard the toy shop has lovely dolls. Oh, 10 in the morning. I was thinking 10 at night. Sorry. This will be good for you. You'll get to know your sister better, and you'll be able to interact with them and learn about the people of Angeli, about our subjects. I will not learn anything I do not already know. Why do you always believe that the people around you are incapable of good? Because I've seen how quickly people will betray and manipulate each other to get what they want. Mother warned me about human nature. You do not see clearly, Michiko. If you would only open your eyes, you would be able to see how good people really are. I believe I am already quite capable of seeing the true nature of people. After all, I have seen that there is no good in you. Savage. I'm so savage. How can I talk like this to my father? Michiko, where were you when I needed you 4 years ago? Where have you been ever since? Back then, I'd been overflowing with grief and pain. I just lost mother, my entire world. I'd hoped that maybe that he would have shown me love and compassion, even just a hug to let me know someone was there. It had been a childish hope. I had been left alone. I did not see him for months. Had barely even heard his voice. You cannot rely on anyone but yourself. You cannot trust anyone but yourself. This is what you have taught me, Your Majesty. I know that I've hurt you. I know that there is nothing I can do to atone for what I did. But please, Ophelia and her children are not a part of that. They do not deserve to be hated. In the end, they still matter more to him than I ever did. Chico, enough! I have already said I will go. Everyone is waiting outside. I shudder at the thought of leaving the palace after so many years. Michiko, it will be okay. How can you be so sure? Thank you for agreeing to accompany Emmy. I would not disobey an order from the king. Excuse me. My throat hurts for sounding so mean. I thought that said Victoria. Viorica? Or Viorica. Viorica. Emmy! I mean, Princess Emmy. How good to see you. A trial Emmy? What? I trail Emmy. I don't know. Ignoring her as she embraces her friend. I glance around the small shop. The dolls displayed are nowhere near the quality of the ones in my room. I cannot understand why Emmy insists that she buys gifts for her friends here. I cannot believe I am outside the palace. Oh yes, Rod's come along as well. It's been a while, V. It's good to see you again too, Rod. He's stinking cute. Why is he so much younger than me? He seems like he's more mature. And I must introduce you to Her Highness, the Crown Princess Michiko. The look on V's face as she takes a step back from me is all too familiar. Fear. My apologies for being so rude, Your Highness. Good morning. But please don't mind her, Sir Fritz. I'm just calling him Fritz. Psh, psh. Let's be a rude stepsister and steal Fritz from her. She ain't gonna like that, will she? I'm sorry, Emmy. Right. Awkward laughter. So, what brings you all the way here? Oh, I'm here to get some toys, gifts for some new friends. Toys from here. Are you sure? Of course I am. I cross my arms. I would prefer we finish this errand as quickly as possible. I'm such a savage stepsister, sorry. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, Your Highness. now that like I'm older, I do kind of see the main character's point of view, that she's like quite uncomfortable. Like she's really uncomfortable. She's just like saying how she feels. Princess, I can barely breathe in here. I just want to go back to the palace. She is like the ultimate introvert. Like you took her out of her beautiful zone. Like, I said beautiful because of him. I'd always considered Mother to be the fairest beauty in the land, the lady that walks and proves me wrong. Her beauty is mesmerizing, clearly without peer. Everyone in the shop is openly staring. Oh, you're early today, ma'am. I have some important errands to run later today. Are the items ready now? Oh, of course. Let me go and fetch them for you. I'll just be one moment, Emmy. Beautiful lady. Why is she smiling at me? Alice was a bad idea. While I am out, I am the center of attention. Some townsfolk point and stare at me. Most, however, make a point of avoiding me, like in the plague. There are some spiteful stares, but thankfully none are nearly as intense, as they were 4 years ago. I'm sure the townsfolk are only surprised to see you again after so many years. Pray. Fritz and Rod, not Rog, lag behind us, which leaves only Emmy walking beside me. I cannot decide which is worse, the staring or her company. Oh, Michiko, look! A street performance! It's been so long since I last watched one. Street performance? Oh, this cutie over here. I remember him. Good day, everyone. My name is Waltz, and I'm here to spread some happiness and magic. Ooh, pretty! The boy named Watts snaps his fingers and colorful flower petals start to rain down from the sky. How does he do that though? Isn't that pretty, Michiko? And are those the princesses over there? It's an honor to have you in attendance. Please accept this humble gift. He snaps his finger and white lilies appear in his hands. Oh, thank you. I'm so unmoved. I look like a freaking penguin with that little thing over me. The coat hood thing. The boy looks at me as if expecting some kind of reaction. When he gets nothing from me, he sighs and gives me a bright smile. I hope to see you again during my next show. We'll definitely try. He gracefully bows before moving back into his area to perform more magic tricks for a gathering crowd. There are performers like this all around Angeli. I love them. Maybe someday we'll get to see some musicians too. Those are my favorite. I do not intend to leave the palace again. But you don't like it out here? Rod and I grew up here. I love Angeli, and this is my favorite part of the kingdom. I wanted to share this with you, Michiko. I know you didn't really want to come, but you still tagged along. That means a lot to me, so thank you. I'd not do this for you. I'm only here because the king ordered me to go with you. Okay, that's kind of like stepping out of line. Like, you don't gotta be that savage, right? You could have just pretended. Like, I just want us to be closer, Michiko. I would like to try and be your friend. I do not want or need your friendship. No matter how you act around me, we're not and will never be sisters. I take care to remember. I take care to remember that if I were you. But Rod suddenly grabs my hand, pulling me away from Emmy. Stop! He's staring daggers at me. I think this is the first time I've ever seen him angry. Wait, is he? He's the little brother of her, though, right? You see, he acts so mature. Rod, don't. Let me go. Both of you ought to stay away from me. I feel the heavy atmosphere as I turn to look at the people staring at us. Their expressions mirror the looks of disdain I saw years ago. Anger, disgust, hatred. I began to walk away. Princess, wait! Don't follow me. I'm angry right now. I'm really angry. Princess! I adjust my cloak, making sure my face is hidden from view. I never should have left the palace. As I walk around, I watch the people bumbling down the streets, so carefree. They work so hard for so little reward. They could work their entire lives and never have a fraction of what I have. And yet, they were happy. And I heard Anis lost her job at the palace. It's true, Crown Princess Michiko made sure the poor girl was fired. I stopped in my tracks at the mention of my name. Not again. Anis, was that the name of that one maid that tore Dolores' dress? If so, my decision to fire her was justified. A palace maid cannot be clumsy. Why should I tolerate poor performance? What did I do that was so wrong? I know that Anis, hardworking and big-hearted, very good with medicine. Shame she lost her job so quickly. You know how hard the Crown Princess is to please? A friend at the palace says she doesn't even smile, only goes around with that cold look on her face. That's probably why they call her the Ice Princess. Ice Princess. So all those times I heard the servants saying that, I'd always suspected they were talking about me. It's the complete opposite of our Princess Emmy. The child's an angel. We all know she should be Crown Princess. Annoyance begins to simmer inside me. I cannot stand hearing anymore, so I walk away. Ever since Emmy entered my life, I am always being compared to her, and now I have become second best. I am Michiko Riella Britton, daughter of King Gennaro Britton III, and the Crown Princess of the Kingdom of Angeline. I am of royal blood. She is nothing. There you are! Princess, you must come back with me. It is getting too late for you to remain outside. Princess? Are you alright? Are you hurt? Brush him off and turn away. No need to fuss. Let us return to the palace. Oh, he's so cute. He's just being a nice guy, and I'm just being so savagely cold. Leaving the palace was physically and mentally draining. My bed is welcoming to my unusually heavy body. I turn my head and meet Dolores' glassy gaze from where she sits on my shelf. I left the palace today, Dolora. It was the same as all those years ago. Everyone looked at me like I was... What have I ever done to deserve those looks? How can I be so hated? Ice Princess. I wish Mother was here. I looked at the smiling faces of my dolls. At least I still have all of you. I yawned and stretched my arms. Good night, Dolora. It's kind of sad. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. I wonder what you are. Singing. A who? Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. I blink my eyes open only to see Dolores sitting right in front of me on my bed. Yo. Moonlight spills across her delicate features. How I wonder what you are. Yeah, that's so scary! That is ultimately scary. A doll singing to you? Wasn't she on the shelf with all the other dolls when I went to bed? Did... Dolora? It's almost time. I pinch my cheeks to make sure I'm not dreaming. It hurts. Only 10 minutes before the clock strikes 12. Hey, pretty lady. I hope you're ready, princess. What? My doll just turned into a human. How? Who are you? You know who I am. I've been watching you since the day your father gave me to you. What's happening? I don't think I have ever been so confused in my life. All the answers will come with time. But right now, I'm here to give you something, princess. A curse! This is Cinderella's very own glass slipper. It is beautiful. Too beautiful. Then a realization begins to dawn upon me. You're a witch! Smart girl. I knew you'd figure that out eventually. Now it's time to say goodbye to your precious crown. What? Bye-bye. Farewell. Sweet dreams, Cinderella. Hey! Cinderella phenomenon. So pretty. Hey! Wake up, girl. Huh? Well, where am I? What? Oh, my head! Have some nerve sleeping in front of my shop. Leave before a customer sees you. I was in my room. How am I here? Did you not hear what I said, you filthy child? Filthy? You would speak to your crown princess in such a manner? If you're the crown princess, then I'm the queen. You must have knocked on the head quite hard to have such grand delusions. I'm not delusional. I'm a Chicorella Britain, blood daughter of King Gennaro of Britain III, and the Crown Princess of Angeli. Right, the king never had a daughter with that witch. Is she referring to my mother? Witch. Don't pretend to be stupid, girl. I can only stare at her puzzled. Our good king only has stepchildren, Princess Emmy and Prince Rod, and you're most definitely neither of them. What? Now get gone before you go spouting your crazy gibberish at my customers to scare them away. But this is where we're gonna stop. Ooh, pretty. Was it originally like this? I don't think it was. I don't remember much of the demo. It's probably like been a year since I touched that demo. So, everything is slowly coming back to me. I know certain bits and pieces, like the characters that they're showing us. I do remember them. Some of them, I honestly don't remember what fairy tale person they are though. So, yeah, that's the thing. But I hope you guys are excited that I am definitely playing this game now. I know a lot of you have requested for it, and it's finally here, so yay! I'm quite excited actually. I'm so happy I have time to do some recording for this. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.